good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending from the location you're watching from. Is your host again, Rev Rahab Mwangi. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. If it's your first time, I greet you and welcome to Real Talk Show. This is where we talk the truth. This is where we empower, we encourage, and we inspire each other. Thank you for tuning in. Last week we were talking about question and answer. Today I've come back with more question and answer. The question that I did not finish last week, I want to talk about it this week. So one of the question was, and thank you so much for the person who sent the question. It's really a good question. God bless you. Thank you. The question was, now that and if you haven't watched the previous video, I will encourage you to go and watch it. How to prevent our kids from certain habits. So people are asking questions like, if I did not do all those things, and that's what I'm saying, if you have not watched, go and watch, you will know all those things we're talking about. If I did not do all those things because I didn't know, or you didn't know, because you didn't have the knowledge, you did not have the wisdom, what can I do? And it's too late, your kids have already gone astray. They already affected them and you don't know what to do. So thank you very much. That's a very great question. Thank you for asking that kind of a question. I appreciate you a million. Number one, you need to understand that you cannot change. You didn't know in the first place. Number one, you need to accept it that you didn't know. Don't blame yourself. Don't now start beating yourself. And that's the thing. Now that this talk show is here, a lot of parents are opening their eyes. They know things. I'm sure you're learning one or two, three things. Some of them they know some, and some they are learning other tips here. So there are parents who they never knew all these tips and they're kind of beating themselves up. No, you can't beat yourself up. Your kids are not grown and there's nothing you can do about it. You know, one thing you need to understand that you already is already done. We cannot prevent what has already happened. So one thing you need to understand is accept it that you didn't know the knowledge, you did not have the wisdom. You raised your children according to what you knew, what you know, and that's fine. But you need to understand that if I was you, I'll sit with my kids and explain to them that, look, I wish I knew how to raise kids at that time. And I've seen parents sit their kids down and say, oh my God, we didn't know, we did things according to how they were done, how we knew. Just explain to them, you know, and let them know that, yeah, you did a mistake raising them, but you want them to change as well. The other thing you need to understand is love them. Just love that kid. Yes, you didn't raise them the right way. The things affected. The thing parents don't understand is life changed. Something came. So what happened is our parents, they know how to raise kids the way their parents raised them. Yeah, so in between life, something changed. It caught them unaware. Most parents were caught unaware and they were confused because now you're raising a child of another generation with the mentality of an old generation. So there's a big crash in between a mother and a son here, because this kid is in a new generation. This mother has the old mentality, and the mother doesn't have a clue that there's something in between that has shifted. So one thing you need to understand, that's where the problem came in. Once there was an adoption, when there was a change, parents it caught them unaware, which I think is okay because they didn't know about it. So once it caught them unaware, the kids learned different ways of living, the language changed. Things change, but parents did not understand that things change. So if you're learning this now and your kids are already big, the only thing I can say is love them, support them to come out of it, you know. And if they have grandchildren, now you can use that love that you could have, whatever you know now, with your grandchildren, because you need to understand that grandchildren are there now. You can show them the love that you're supposed to show them. You can use the tips that I gave you on the last video for the grandchildren. So, and it will work very well. Let your, you know, some kids, okay, this topic is a bit, and I'm trying not to go deep. I don't want to hurt people, but yeah, so accept and rectify. Try help them out, understand their struggle, help them. Just know that their struggle is real. So if if you already made a damage, the damage is done, so we can only pray them out. I think that's the right answer. We can only pray them out of it. Let's pray them out of it. It's not too late, and it's not your fault. You know, you don't know, you didn't know, so that's fine. The other question was, does the way I communicate affect them? Wow, yes. The simple answer is yes. The way you communicate with your children, yes, it does affect them. It affects them big time. It affects them so much. How you communicate. Let me give you an example. Let's say your son, your daughter comes to you and say, Mom, can I have £10? Or Mom, can you do this and this for me? And you respond, where do you want me to go and steal that money from? You know I don't have money. Yeah? And another daughter comes and say, Mom, can I have that £10? I need to buy this and this and that. And the mom say, oh, £10? Is that all you want? Unfortunately, today I don't have. But communication, not even in just children, communication and friendship. The way your husband and your wife talk to you, you know you are loved. You know, I always say there's a difference between I love you and the difference between I love you. There is a two different way of communication. Someone can say, yeah, I'm sorry. And someone say, I'm really sorry. Those are two different things. So how you communicate, yes, it does matter. And one thing you need to understand, the children of nowadays, how you communicate, that's when they know, they're just, they use to know, do my mom love me? Do my dad hate me? So they use the language you speak with to know if you love them or not. Language is big deal. So yes. So I understand sometimes parents have their own pressure, they have their own problems, they all have their own, which is okay. Because one thing you need to understand, I don't know why kids do this. They always ask questions at the wrong time. They always ask things at the wrong time. When you're thinking about problem or you're thinking about situation, you're trying to figure something out, then your kids like start crying, oh mommy. You find yourself like, why is it? Stop screaming, stop shouting. That's human, that's normal. And I don't know why they always ask things at the wrong time. You understand? So my kids always ask me at the wrong time. So I always say, go and ask your dad. Go and ask your dad. Because I know if I talk right now, you are not going to like my communication skills. You're not going to like anything that comes out of my mouth. You're not going to love it. Yeah? You're not going to like it. So I always say, go and talk to your dad. If you're a single mother, just say, oh, give me a minute. We'll talk about it later. Because you know, where you are, you don't want to talk to anybody. It's normal. I feel that way every time. Most of the time I feel like that. I'm busy doing my work. Someone's bothering me. I'm there thinking how I'm going to get money for my next project. Someone's asking me about how they want this and that. Of course you're going to react. Maybe you're thinking about you need to pay a bill. You're short of some money and a kid shows up. Oh, I want this. You're like, that's not a necessity. Don't need that right now. But you can't tell them that. You have to explain it in a nice way. Yeah, we're living in a very difficult time, guys. We have to accept and adjust. Let's communicate wisely. Communication skills matter. Just the same thing. When you go to a shop and someone talks to you rude, you just ask something nicely. Oh, can I have that? And then the attitude, you're like, I'll never go back to that shop. That person don't even hate you. Maybe they have their own day, bad day. But because of the communication skills, you were like, I'm never going back to that shop. You understand? So that's the thing. So communicate with your kids is very effective. Yes. So the person who asked that question, the answer is yes. The way you communicate, it does. Yeah, so the way you communicate, yes, please communicate them in a very effective way. Communication is the key nowadays, is the key to everything in our community. Things are changing. You know, nowadays, most people communicate on WhatsApp, communicate in different ways. And people, is expression. Communication is about expression. You know, how is your face expressing? Yeah, and that's how you can judge whatever is happening. So let's learn how to communicate with our kids. The problem is when we have children, we think they're children. We need to remove that mind that this is a child. But one thing you need to understand, you're raising somebody. You're raising an adult to be. You're raising a human. You're raising someone who has feelings. You're raising somebody who they have personality. There are people who like me. I don't like being shouted at. Don't shout at me, or don't shout. Don't raise your voice when you're talking. Talk properly. And I think that's where the problem came when now I came to UK. To me, my parents start saying, no, you can't have. I'm like, no, I've never had a no in my life. What do you mean no? You know, sometimes you ask this, they say, I don't have. Like, when did you ever not have? You understand? Because now you're raised aware, like you have everything, and then all of a sudden, no, you can't, you don't have. And I'm like, no, what do you mean? I don't know that language that I don't have. So sit with your kids and tell them, my goodness, life have changed. Maybe something has happened in between life, you know, and things happen. Yeah, things happen, because most parents, they don't just look after their family, they look even other families. So make your kids understand that, yeah, I would love to give you, but this week I don't have. Don't just say I don't have, because in their mind they're like, you're lying. You're lying. You must have. One time I ordered something in Amazon. I really needed it, and Amazon must pay me for this advert. So when I ordered it, my son asked me, Mom, do you have $7.99? And I said, no, I don't have £7.99. I say, would you have it tomorrow? I said, no, I will not. Even tomorrow I will not have that $7.99. So when are you going to have that $7.99? I said, I don't know, because right now we're in COVID-19. I'm not working. I don't have any money. I said, oh, okay. But I've been seeing I've been seeing your delivery every day coming in this house. What do you mean you don't have money? They ask you a question on spot and you're like, how do I answer that? How do I answer that? Because number one, yes, I have the $7.99, but I don't want to give you. I don't want to give you, because whatever I'm thinking you're going to buy is just not a necessity. So yeah, sometimes as parents we feel like, no, I don't want to give you. Yeah, and it's okay, it's your money. You feel like I don't want to give you. Sometimes I do it on purpose, because one thing you need to understand, not every time your kid has to have what they want. No, teach them how to survive, teach them how to fight. So you have to, as I said, play around with them. Let them know life is, you get, you lose. Sometimes you win, you lose. Sometimes you have, you don't have, you know. And that's where when I came to this country, and now I'm learning, my parents are teaching me how you can, sometimes you do have, sometimes you don't have. It was difficult, because I'm thinking, no, I know having, I don't know not having, and which helped me a lot, because it shapes you. It makes you know that, yeah, you can't have it all the time. Sometimes you don't have. So yeah, I think is a good thing as well. You know, even if you have, sometimes always, you know, tell them you don't have. They don't need to have everything all the time. So in life, when they don't have, they will know how to handle the situation. You're training them. Yeah, we are raising kings. We are raising our future queens. Let's put too much effort into them. But the thing is, we just think we're raising kids. No, we're raising stars. We're raising people who are going far. So let's continue raising stars, continue raising kings and queens, and we will go miles and miles away. And remember, there is a language that a king understands. There's a language that a queen understands. So the way we talk, yes, it does matter. Thank you so much for asking that question. Please, 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 please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe down below. If you haven't liked, please like this video, give it a thumbs up, and we shall be blessed. If you haven't shared, please, after you watch and you like it, share with somebody. Share, let them have tips, you know. And I'm so happy because, guys, the way people are responding, they're telling me, oh my goodness, thank you for the tips. People from US, people from America, people from Canada, and I'm like, wow, thank you. You know, when you start something, sometimes you don't know the impact that it's gonna bring. You're just doing it because God have led you, but you don't know the impact. So when I started this real talk show, to be honest, I didn't know who I was reaching out to. I just said, you know what, yeah, let me do the step, let me do what I'm doing. So I did it, and I'm so I'm overwhelmed with the love, guys. I'm overwhelmed. Thank you so much. Keep sending those questions. A message, you know, one message can change somebody. Maybe today I might not feel like doing the next video, but when you tell me you're doing a good job, I'll be like, hey, let me go do the next video. They're loving it. They're empowered. But sometimes when you feel like, oh, I don't think people are blessed. Yes, you are. So when you feel, I feel like that, and I see your call, I see your message, I'm like, wow, let me go and do the next video. Because I have so much videos I want to do, to be honest. And I hope our kids will grow in the ways of the Lord. I just want to leave you with the scripture, yeah, that says, it's Ephesians chapter 6. Say, children, obey your parents. Yeah, the Bible is commanding us to obey our parents so we may live long life. So the same Bible says, when you go a bit down, in Swahili it says, musiwachokoze watoto wenyu. Yeah, so that's the other thing I want to talk about just a little bit, parents. Yeah, tusiwachokoze watoto wetu. So I'll leave you just with that. So let's, as we're continuing to raise our kids, as we continue to do what God has called us, let's love them, let's uplift them, and they will go far. Thank you once again. May God bless you. Have a wonderful week. And then you need to understand, next after this we are having a guest. Yes, we're having a guest, and the guest is somebody that you know, you might not know, but keep watch for the next video, because the next guest, we want to talk about the same thing we've been talking, but how communication with the parents affected him, how he communicated with his family, the mom and dad have communicated with him, and how it affected him. And also he went through so much, how getting freedom, sometimes not giving kids freedom, it does affect them. Yes, it does. Don't give them freedom, but give them freedom. Am I confusing you? Give them freedom and don't give them freedom. Watch out for the next talk show. You will get the answer what we mean by that. Thank you so much. God bless.